first podcast. Today I've got a special guest. He is a good friend of mine, Liam. How are you today?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Good. Yeah, good. Not too bad. I haven't seen you for a while, so...
Yeah, been busy.
Yeah, we've all been busy. But now it's come to the Christmas period, it's gone. Let's start getting into this.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to come up with a few questions for you, and eventually we'll sort of gradually build into a normal conversation. You won't even know that's there.
Shoot.
Right. I've just read one of the questions and that feels weird.
That's alright. Go for it.
Right, do you want me to surely ask you that one?
Ask me anything you like, mate. I've got no secrets.
I'm not going to ask you that one. Right.
We've got to tell our viewers what it was, though, now.
The question was, what turns you on? I don't really want to know that, to be fair.
Nah, best to skip that one.
Yeah. Let's just do a normal conversation. Alright, so... we've known each other for how long now? What, a few years?
Must be
4.
Must be around 6 years now.
Fuck me, that's gone too long, man.
It's gone way too quick.
Way too quick. Can't remember how I met you, to be fair.
Through someone that we both know very, very well.
We know a lot of people. No, it's been bumpy in the road as well, hasn't it? Do you mean so?
Yeah.
I think when we first met each other, I think it was through football.
Yeah.
We came down to a park and played football.
Yeah,
Like
I met
that.
you through that, yeah.
Yeah, so that was quite good. Eventually I managed to do football coaching down there, which is pretty decent. Met some good people, met some horrible people, but we'll skip that bit.
Yeah.
Obviously you were with someone for quite a few years when I first
Yeah.
met you.
So we were together about 3 years.
Yeah, so but now you're no longer with her, but
No.
it's all for the best really, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah,
So,
I'm saying for the best.
No, I mean, it's good. So, what else? So, what do you sort of... I know what you do in your spare time, but tell them what you sort of do. Like, what hobbies do you do?
Well,
Masturbating don't count.
25. I was 25 on Boxing Day just gone.
Yep, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Quarter of a century.
I know, you keep telling me.
Yeah, I mean, I did do Taekwondo for a good 16 years. On top of that, I also done kickboxing and MMA for about 12 years. But then I had to stop all of that because I had a knee injury. I ripped my cruciate ligament in my knee.
Nice, as
So,
you do.
Yeah, very painful. I had to have an operation on that.
So, go back to Taekwondo. Why did you start doing it, and how?
Main reason was because I got ADHD. It's like it's weird actually. It goes back quite a while. It's like when I got diagnosed with ADHD, I was 6 when I got diagnosed. A lot of my friends who had ADHD as well, they were on like the drug called Ritalin. They kind of just zombified them. And my mum and dad didn't want me to be on that because they just zoned them out. So they were trying to find a different way of me coping with ADHD without taking medication. A few parents had told my parents that martial art was quite a good way of doing it. And that one of them done Taekwondo, so I went along, had a look at the first session, gave a go on the second session, and just done it ever since.
Nice.
Because it's obviously quite military based,
Yeah.
very strict.
So you sort of competed around the country and stuff then?
Yeah, competed around countries, travelled abroad as well.
Nice.
So
Where's the most extravagant place you've been? I can't say a word, but you know what I mean. What's the best place you've been to compete in?
I'd say Canada.
Canada?
I'd say Canada, to be fair. That was a really nice place out there.
Yeah. What was the best bit about it?
I got a holiday as well.
That is very true. We know Canada's quite a nice place. But what made it the best place?
Because I went there to compete and I didn't expect to come away with a gold medal.
Okay.
I kind of just put the cherry on top of the cake, as it were.
Okay.
Because I come away with that bit of gold hanging around my neck, and I was loving it, absolutely loving it. I was on a streak that year. That year, I won everything within sight. I do normally about 60 competitions a year before I had to stop my taekwondo because of my knee.
Yeah.
Do about 60 competitions a year, and I was undefeated for 13 years. Obviously travelling around the country.
Okay.
2010, I done trials for the 2012 Olympics.
I remember you telling me about this one.
Yeah, I mean, 2,000 people went there. I got into the final 15. They wanted 10 people, and I was placed 11th, so I missed out by one place, but I got shortlisted for the 2016s. I then done trials again in 2014 for the 2016 Olympics. 5,000 people went there, and I got into the top 3. So I was training for the Olympics, but then that's when I do my knee in, which kind of shot.
Yeah.
But
so you sort of feel upset that you were there.
Yeah.
And something happened.
Yeah, I mean, I was that close. I mean, it was soul destroying. It was absolutely guttering.
So how did you do your knee?
Well,
I know, but
it was through football.
It wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't your fault, that one. No, I'd done it to myself. I was just running. I stopped. I went to run off. My stud stayed in the ground. My knee turned at a 90-degree angle, dislocated my knee, and ripped my cruciate ligament as it done it.
Nice. So going back to Taekwondo, you said like best places for you was Canada.
Yeah.
What was the hardest competition you've done?
The hardest competition. Oh God.
I know you said you're undefeated for 13 years, but surely them 13 years weren't easy to keep that straight.
No. I mean, those 13 years, there was blood, sweat, and tears that went into those years. I mean, some competitions were easier than others.
Yeah.
Because obviously the smaller competitions there wasn't the level of competition at the bigger ones. So like the Europeans, the Worlds, the British, the English, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I'd personally say the hardest competition I ever took part in was the Europeans.
Okay.
That was crazy. I mean, very, very, very closely followed by the Worlds.
Okay.
Europeans, no, the level of competition at the Europeans is absolutely phenomenal.
Okay.
I mean, I went into that competition quite confident that I was going to do well, but I didn't think I was going to do as well as I did.
Yeah.
But I'm very humble in the fact that I pay massive amount of respect to my opponents because they did not make it easy for me.
No.
There's quite a few times where I felt like I was going to get the shit beaten out of me.
Well, you expected, didn't you? So.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you're undefeated for 13 years.
Yeah.
When did that streak end?
That streak ended, to be fair, when I done my knee.
Okay.
Because when I done my knee, that was a few years ago now. I had to have the operation to fix it in November 15.
Yeah.
And I've not actually done Taekwondo since.
So you weren't actually defeated then. You were just
no.
You defeated yourself in a way. Okay.
Yeah. It's my knee that defeated. Well, technically it was football that defeated me, not my knee. But it injured my knee.
Yeah.
But it was really football that injured me.
Yeah. So talking of injuries, you've had quite a few injuries.
Yeah.
Obviously in the past. Another one that I know what happened was during football, which was your shoulder.
Yeah.
I didn't see it happen. I played the first half. The team that we played for, and I played for Norwich Vineyard.
Yeah.
Played the first half. I left that other half to go and play another game of football for another team because I had a trial out. Which, by the way, I scored a couple of goals. One was a banger. So go through that again. What happened?
I mean, I was playing on the right wing, running.
What's the score?
I can't remember the score.
Yeah, you're probably losing.
A few years ago now. But I was on the right wing. I'd run it around two people. Third person, he just wasn't having any of it.
No.
Went to run past him, not the ball past him, but then he kind of stuck his leg out quite high.
Yeah.
I then tripped over his leg, then went into the ground, shoulder first.
Yeah.
Heard a big bang, and I felt a massive pop. Got back up, looked at my shoulder, and my shoulder was
just hanging there.
Just hanging. I was like, "That's not meant to look like that," and I fell back down. So yeah, went to the hospital. They found out I dislocated my shoulder.
Yeah.
And I'd ruptured. Well, I can't remember the joint up there now. the AC joint or something like that.
Yeah.
Ruptured that. Now I've got a big lump on my shoulder now.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Obviously, talking about that, someone at football did try to pop it in, which I
Yeah.
remember you telling me, and obviously failed a few times.
Yeah.
So obviously they left it, and then you had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So we're going through that. So yeah, so that must have obviously hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Popping the
big
shoulder,
time.
and now you've got more of a risk of your shoulder popping again.
Yeah.
Going through injuries, what was the worst sort of injury you've ever had?
I'd say the worst injury I had is my knee.
Your knee, yeah.
Because, as I say, I was that close to going to the Olympics. The best standard I was ever going to compete at.
Yeah.
And then my knee just shot it. Which obviously ultimately made me stop Taekwondo.
So how did you feel when you found out that your knee shot? That you've basically obviously thoughts of going through your head, and obviously it wasn't the best thing in the world to find out that your knee's gone. You can't go to the Olympics now.
Yeah. I mean, I was absolutely guttering. I mean, not ashamed to admit it, I did cry quite a bit because I was that close to going.
Yeah.
But
no, so you don't cry much, and I know that for a fact.
So yeah, I mean, I was that close to going, and it was just soul destroying. I thought that I'd still be able to do Taekwondo, but just not compete at that higher level again.
Yeah.
I mean, I have tried it once or twice since, but my knee just does not cope with the kicking ability anymore.
No.
Which is why obviously I've had to stop that. I've had to try and find something else to do to try and keep myself active and keep myself fit. That's not as hard pulling on my knee, which is why I'm doing boxing now anyway.
Okay.
Quite good.
So how are you finding boxing?
Boxing's quite good. I've done it a few years or previously anyway, but it's just picking up from where I left off. Because I'd stopped my boxing because my Taekwondo was taken over.
Yeah.
But now the boxing, because there's not as much knee movement, obviously I'm not kicking, it's just moving my body.
Yeah.
Mostly on the, obviously, boxing is mostly upper body, obviously.
Well, yeah, so, you'd hope so.
I mean, it's a bit easier on my knee anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, boxing is quite a tough sport.
Yeah, big time.
I'd done it for charity. I lost, but I shouldn't have lost. But we won't go into that too much.
We just like getting punched in the face for a hobby, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it was fun. Do you know what I mean? I was only 2 minute rounds. No, 3 rounds of 2 minutes. And do you know what? Them 2 minutes of my life felt forever. So long. But being punched in the face countless times felt amazing, you know?
It's the adrenaline going, loving it.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? When you sort of you hear your music playing, your heart starts racing. I remember speaking to my coach. He said, "Right, what's your plan?" I told him my plan. I said, "I'm going to punch him a few times in the round, move around. Second time, I'm just going to throw a few, get him there, and then third round, I'm absolutely beat the shit out of him." Did that fucking happen? No. First round, beat the shit out of him. So it's going reverse pretty much. So first round, beat the shit out of him. Second round was then punch him, and then first round was, you fucked. Geezer smacked me in the back of the head a few times. It was horrible. I had concussion from it. But
it takes a lot of stamina to be fair.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you got to give boxers prop how much they have to train.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen Tyson Fury. Look how big he is. But
and big old classic AJ, do you know what I mean? It's like his stamina's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't normally take it past the first few rounds, but now it was like that fight against Kalashnikov. No, not Kalashnikov. What am I about? That geezer.
Klitschko.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't know where the hell I'm going with. I think of guns now. Look. But yeah, that was the first fight he had that went past all those rounds. And
to be fair, that was quite a good fight. I don't think I watched it. I think I listened to it on the radio because obviously it was quite late at night and obviously I'd work in the morning. I thought I'd listen to the radio. Then obviously they were explaining on the commentary, on the radio about the uppercut he'd done. Yeah. So obviously that next morning I went on YouTube and had a look at it and geez, what an uppercut it was.
Yeah. Powerful, man.
Yeah, I mean, but like Klitschko, I think he was like 40 years old to still go on to box. A young AJ. Yeah. Still competed quite well. So, but anyway, enough from that bit. I don't know if you want to take a break now and we come back to it, or
yeah, right, you can.
I mean,
carry on if you
I'll
want,
ask a
it's
couple more
alright.
questions and go to a break, then come
Yeah,
back.
that's cool, yeah.
Good, 'cause I'm thirsty
That's cool.
and
Yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
So, what other sort of stuff do you do in your spare time? Obviously, well, actually, no, let's not do that one. We'll come back to that.
Yeah,
What jobs have you had before? Because I know you were talking about a job earlier, which I really want to get to. I don't know if you want to say anything about it on here or not. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
But what? My question is, what was your first job?
First job was, to be fair, I worked in Poundland in Durham.
Yeah,
It's my first proper job.
Durham is a nice place.
It then obviously stopped. They, because obviously they knew that I had ADHD.
Yeah.
Well, they ended up getting rid of me because they said that I wasn't understanding the bell system, but I was using the bell system to its what was required.
Yeah.
And then when they gave me the written version of their dismissal, in one paragraph they said it had nothing to do with my ADHD, but in the paragraph after that it said it had everything to do with my ADHD. So it was very confusing. But that was discrimination, which I then took it to an appeal, and I won the appeal. They asked if I wanted my job back. I said no, so I got a little bit of compensation for it. On the grounds of unfair dismissal. I then worked as a painter and decorator.
Okay.
For
So,
a number of years.
with the Poundland, the company itself, what would you say? Are they a good company or a bad
Shit.
company?
Is it one word shit?
Okay. Why would you say this shit? Obviously, I know they dismissed you, but is that the manager that dismissed you, or is it the company?
I mean, to be fair, I'd say the job itself was fine.
Yeah.
The management was very poor.
So when I said the question was, what a Poundland as a company, you said they were shit.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the manager's fault that he dismissed you. He done it wrong. He should have done it a different way.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. So if I ask that question again, what would you say is Poundland as a company?
The company is fine.
Company's fine.
Company is fine.
But the manager was shit.
Yeah, the management is crap.
That's fine. Obviously, because you don't want to diss off Poundland because they do have some good deals.
Oh yeah.
Talking of Poundland, right, like, I went into Poundland the other week, and it's called Poundland for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I'll go in there and they're selling clothes at £5 and £10 and stuff. That's not Poundland, is it? No, I thought for £1, you go in there, but obviously they still sell some quite good stuff.
Yeah.
I did buy pyjamas from there for Heidi. So
Mars bar, 4 Mars bars for £1. Can't complain at that.
well, exactly. Instead of going to a Tesco's and buying 2 for 80p,
Yeah.
better, isn't it? So you go and paint and decorate.
Yeah, I then done paint and decorating for quite a number of years.
Yeah.
Got obviously qualifications in that. Done quite a lot of private work as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I earned quite a lot of money from that. It's what I enjoy because it's quite physical.
Yeah.
That then obviously stopped because of my shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Also couldn't roll ceilings with a dislocated shoulder.
No. And you can't use one hand.
No.
Shame you can't put nothing around your waist and you put the slot in and do that.
No, yeah, true that.
So.
Then after painting and decorating, I worked at a company called 31 Fundraising. It was office-based work.
So you sat on your ass all day, pretty much.
So yeah.
Fair enough.
But the job itself was I was calling people on behalf of Greenpeace.
Yeah.
But we were only calling people who had signed petitions and asked us to give them a call.
Okay.
We didn't ever do cold calling or anything like that. It was always like warm calling, it if that's the right phrase.
Yeah.
So we were only calling people that, as I say, only asked.
You only
us to
call people that signed the petition and they want you to call them
Yeah.
about it all.
Yeah.
You're not calling people that didn't sign up for a petition
No.
to be an arsehole on the phone.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that itself was quite a good job. Yeah, I mean Greenpeace are doing crazy work. They're
Yeah.
trying to make the world a better place, obviously.
So talking of that, obviously you worked in the inside that company itself.
Yeah.
Obviously not a lot of people know about it.
No.
What would you say that they're doing that other people don't really know? I know it's sort of a tough question because it was a while ago since you worked.
Yeah. I don't know. It's, possibly say, trying to obviously like John West, for example, the tuna manufacturer. They're like to catch the tuna, they're using nets. They're not using line catching.
Okay.
So a lot of other tuna manufacturers, they're using line catching, so they're just catching tuna.
Okay.
But John West, they're using nets that are 8 miles wide. 8 miles deep, 6 miles wide. They're just dragging that through the ocean. They're not just catching tuna, they're catching other stuff like sharks, dolphins, turtles, shrimp, things like that. They don't care what it is.
Yeah.
They put it straight into a grinder.
What, even if it's a dolphin?
Yeah. Yeah, they put it straight into a grinder.
That's not a nice thing then, is it?
No anesthetic, nothing like that. Literally put them in there alive. They drop them in there from the
What?
netting.
Mate, that's
Grind
crazy.
them all in. And then straight away pack
So I
them
take it
into
this
tins.
person, he's an absolute arsehole then?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Is
big time.
so that's what the petition is trying to fight against that guy?
Yeah,
Stop
basically.
doing that. Okay.
Yeah, trying to get them to use the line catching because...
So remember, if you're eating tuna, you might be eating dolphin.
Yeah, but only if it's John West. If it's John West,
Right,
then in the tin there could technically be dolphin, shark, turtle, shrimp, octopus, anything.
Okay.
It's not just tuna in John West.
Okay.
So that's one thing that they're trying to do.
So people, don't eat John West tuna, because it might not be tuna.
No,
That'd be a great TV advert, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just a little bit, which was quite a good detail to tell people. I mean, it's up to them if they want to buy it.
Yeah.
If they like it.
It's up to the viewer's discretion, really.
Yeah, so... But obviously, don't eat John West, because
Yeah.
you don't know what you're going to eat.
No, exactly. When I buy food, I like to know what I'm eating.
Exactly. So obviously we've got another job coming up in a minute, but we'll take a break and then we'll come back to that bit.
Yeah, it's cool.
What would you give people that are not working or struggling to work or find a job? What would you tell them? What advice would you give them? I know at the minute that you've just come out, but we'll explain that in a minute. You've got a good reason for it. What would your advice be for other people who are looking for work or trying to get a job?
I'd say go onto Google.
That's a good start.
Yeah, because there are so many job agencies on Google. Just literally go onto Google and type in job agencies. There's hundreds and hundreds on there. Download probably about 15, 20 of them.
Yeah.
Put your details in there. Put your email address in there. They'll email you with jobs on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You can then, obviously, when you're looking for a job, when you haven't got a job, you've just got to take anything you can. You can't be picky. Once you've got a job, it's easier then to find a job. So at that point, you can then be picky.
Yeah.
So take whatever you can. If it's available for yourself, then do it.
It's income, isn't it? Anything you can get in sort of will support you for what you're looking for a job that you want to do in the future.
That's what I mean. But I'd say the best job agency, to be fair, is probably Indeed or Reed.
Okay.
They're the two best ones to do because they do.
We're not
email you on a
sponsored
daily
by them,
basis.
but yeah, I mean, I've got a decent job that I'm in at the minute. Obviously, I still go on Indeed and stuff like that, just to be nosy, see if there's enough better opportunity.
There's always opportunities out there.
Yeah,
doors always open.
Exactly. So I mean, I love where I work at the minute. If there's another job with more money, but still a decent enough job, you're going to take it in. Yeah, I mean, at the minute, everyone's going to take a job that's got decent money.
Yeah,
you're going to have to if you want to live your life. You have to go. I mean,
part of it is you've got to enjoy the job, but
yeah, I mean,
job.
Yeah. So I mean, at the minute where I am is fine, but yeah, you know, money. It's a big question, isn't it?
You've got to take whatever you can.
Yeah, now
you've got to be able to financially support yourself and others around you.
Yeah. Right, so we'll go for a break. We'll come back and then we'll go from there.
Yeah,
cool. Talk about your sporty job, yeah?
Sporty D.
Right, back in 5. And we're back after, I would say 5 minutes, but I'm pretty sure that was longer.
Yeah, about 10, 15.
So, we last talked about jobs.
We did.
We're now going to talk about your Sports Direct job that you had.
Yeah.
During this break as well, he was speaking to my mum about it, so you've got to repeat what you said.
That's alright, I don't mind.
So if you like to say what's... Obviously we know Sports Direct is not a good company himself.
No.
which I'm pretty sure you're going to explain now.
Yeah.
So, but I'll leave you to it. And let me know when you're done, because it'll be the third time I fucking heard it today.
Yeah. Basically, I was there for a few months, having a bit of banter with one of the guys there. Obviously, not going to say his name. There's no need to say his name.
We'll call him Steve.
Yeah, we'll call him Steve. That's fine. But yeah, me and Steve, we were having quite a bit of banter. And obviously, manager didn't like the banter, so when he told us about it, the banter stopped there and then. That's not a problem. I then, about 2 weeks ago, saw on the road that I wasn't working Christmas Eve or Boxing Day.
As we know, Boxing Day was his birthday. Just saying. Just saying.
And then I was like, oh, brilliant, sweet. Checked it again on Monday morning, just to make sure what I was working the rest of that week. Then I noticed that he'd put me in for Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. So I'd noticed there was a change, obviously. So when I first went in there on that Monday to go to work, I pointed out to him that the rotor had been changed. He basically turned around and said, well, if it was already on there, it wouldn't have been changed. Luckily, I took a screenshot of the rotor, like I do every single week. Showed him that it had been changed. And he'd said that I was working 9 till 5 on Boxing Day. So I said that I was unable to work Boxing Day because it was my birthday, and my mum and dad had spent a lot of money on taking, or already prepaying, to take me and the whole family, including grandparents and whatnot, out for a meal. Then he said, but if you don't go to this meal, it doesn't stop them from going. So I said, well, the reason they're going is because it's my birthday. There wouldn't be any point in them going if I wasn't there.
Yeah.
He then kept obviously going on about it. So then I turned around and I said, well, I didn't really want to bring this up, but I feel forced to. When you employed me, you put me on a 0-hour contract.
Yeah.
He said, so what? So then I said, well, when you offered me a 0-hour contract, I'd done a lot of research on it. And legally, I'm allowed to not accept any hours that you offer me, because it's an offer of hours. You're not telling me I have to work them. You're offering the hours to me, and I'm legally allowed to not accept them with no consequence. He said, but in the same sense that I don't have to offer you any hours that week. So I said, that's correct. You don't have to offer me any hours that week. But also, just so you're aware, I'm well within my rights to that. If you don't offer me hours that week, I can then go and work for another company, and I don't have to notify you about that. He then kept saying that I did, but then I said legally, I don't have to. I'm well within my legal rights. I know my legal rights about a 0-hour contract. He wasn't happy about it, but there was nothing he could do, so wasn't going to be working Boxing Day. Then Christmas Eve, as soon as I went in on that day to go to work, as soon as I went in through the door, he then said, oh, Liam, I need you to come and speak to me in the office. So obviously I went straight up to the office. He then accused me of approaching a female member of staff,
We'll call her Fiona.
Making comments on her legs and her looks. He'd had this information from Steve. But obviously, that wasn't true. I found out that he had tried to do exactly the same thing to another male member of staff the week before. So I knew it was him anyway. But yeah, I mean, if I was going to make a comment on a female, it wouldn't be about her legs or her looks.
Better tits than us.
Nah, not quite.
Yeah, but, pretty sure it would.
I mean, anyway, I'm not like that anyway.
Anymore.
But he accused me.
You're in a relationship now, so
yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
if you were going to talk about stuff like that, you'd keep it to yourself, or you'll speak to a really close friend.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go and speak to another colleague about it.
No, exactly. So. Because yeah, I mean, as Corey just said, yeah, I'm in a very happy relationship at the moment. So I have no reason to make a comment on another female, never mind a female member of staff.
Yeah.
He then kept accusing me. Obviously, I wasn't happy that he was accusing me, but he was saying these sorts of things. He was accusing me of something different every day I went in.
Yeah.
So I said, right, here we go. I'll call the boss, Jeff, for example. Don't need to say his name.
So the manager, Jeff, is a bit of an arsehole.
Yeah.
By what it sounds like. He obviously doesn't know what he's doing.
No.
The company itself, which you're going to say was what Watch Dogs, did you say?
Yeah. It wasn't the company itself. It was because all the other Sports Direct.
It was that specific store.
Yeah, it was that specific store. It's the Sports Direct in Chapelfield in Norwich, by the way.
We're not sponsored.
No. And he kept accusing me, so I turned around and I said, look, I cannot work for you anymore.
Yeah.
I can't work for a boss who's going to accuse me all the time of different things, which aren't true.
That's fair enough.
He said, oh, what do you mean? So I said exactly the same thing. He asked me again what I mean. So I said, okay, I'll put it in a way that you might understand. You're a shit manager.
Yep.
You haven't got a clue what you're doing. Because as a manager, if any of these queries come along, you're supposed to do the investigating first, ask the person in question of apparently who I made this comment to, and also ask me about it, not just jump straight to conclusions.
Yeah.
So I cannot work for a boss like that. So I'm now going, you can stick your job. I cannot work for a manager like you anymore.
Basically, you're saying this, how you've told my mum and you've told me, there was a lot more swearing involved,
Yeah.
there was a lot more aggressive into it. Obviously now you're being nice on here, which is fair enough.
The viewers don't need to hear a lot of swearing from me.
No, like, you can swear a little bit, but obviously as long as it's not
No.
constant.
No. So yeah, I mean, there was quite a lot of swearing in there. He wasn't happy about it, but I then got my stuff, walking down the stairs to go out of the store. He was following me, and just before I went out the store, he had basically said, "Oh, Liam, before you go, I need to check you out." Because what they do is, with any member of
Were you
staff...
purchasing anything?
No. I mean, what they do with all members of staff there is, before a member of staff leaves, they need to basically visually search them to make sure they haven't stolen anything, which is fair enough, I suppose. But that tells me they don't trust their staff.
Yeah.
But also on top of that, I said no. I wouldn't have had a time to do that anyway, because you took me straight up to the office and I've come straight back down.
So you walked in, office, walk out.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have had time to do anything like that anyway, even though I'm not like that. But he turned around and he goes, "Oh, but it's company policy." So I said, "I'm not part of your company anymore, which I've already stated upstairs, so you have no right to search me." And he kept insisting, so I said, "No, stick it. You ain't searching me. You've got no right to search me. I'm not part of your company anymore. Before I go, have a good Christmas," and walked out.
That's fair enough. I mean, I can understand, like, they want to search you. I mean, I used to work in a shop. I got fired for having a specific day off every time. It wasn't. They thought I was going out clubbing. I wish I took it more further, because they because I kept having some of the weekends off. They thought I was going out clubbing because of my age. I didn't take it any further because I didn't really think about it as that much. But when they basically fired me, I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was just... It's quite funny, because they done all the, like, investigations or stuff. They asked me questions, basically told them. And she said, "Right, you can go." So I assumed, right, I need to go back to work because I'm halfway through my shift. And so she was like, "No, what are you doing?" I was like, "Well, finishing the rest of my shift off." She's like, "No, you're fired."
Right.
I was like, "Oh, well, you didn't really make that clear, did you?"
No.
Do you know what I mean? So I basically, at this point, I wasn't driving or anything. I basically walked out of the shop. Whoever's on shift, I went, "See you later, I'm off." They were all confused why I got fired, because really, it's a bit of a stupid reason.
Yeah.
But I was on probation, so it's a fair point, but the excuses they had for it was pretty stupid. Basically, walked to the bus stop.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like I said, I wasn't driving at the point.
Yeah.
She drove past me, and I just waved. What? She was miserable, and it's one stop in Norwich. I don't know which one she works at anymore, because I know she's the area manager, but I don't know if she's still there anymore. But it was so years ago. But she's a terrible person. Obviously, Sports Direct itself, not a bad company.
No.
Just obviously the one in Norwich.
Yeah.
Is a terrible manager by what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean,
and some of the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the company itself, it's a very good company. The job itself is a very good job.
But wouldn't you say some stores that you go into? I mean, I go into the Norwich one. I've been into the Cambridge one. Where else? I've been into. I don't know. I think Ipswich as well.
Yeah.
Their stores are pretty messy.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing in here because no one can see you, apart from me. They're pretty messy. Like there's clothes on the floor all the time, and
Yeah.
you're seeing there's loads of staff around. But I'm not saying it's you in particular.
No.
But surely, if you're a staff and you're walking around, I see some of them just standing there talking to each other and having a little laugh. But there's customers walking around.
Yeah.
There's stuff on the floor. Surely they should be picking up.
Yeah, absolutely. Their job as an employee there should be to make sure the shop floor is tidy.
Yeah. So I mean, like if you ever go into Sports Direct next time and you see them standing there and there's clothes on the floor, I'm tempted to go up to them and say, "There's clothes on the floor there."
Well, no, absolutely.
But it's not me to tell them what to do, because one, it's not my job to, and two, I sound like an arsehole that I should be telling them to do that. But if the people that listen to this, if you go into your Sports Direct, see how messy it is,
Yeah.
and then you can compare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, as I say, the company itself is a good company, but it's the management in the Chapelfield store which is just absolutely diabolical.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So what's your plans now then? Obviously,
Well,
I know it's gone Christmas now, and you got coming up to January where it'll sort of slow down.
Yeah.
Now because they're not having university students coming in to do their Christmas period work.
Yeah.
So what's your plan
Well,
for job wise?
I mean, I heard that the Dereham Leisure Centre is hiring fully qualified lifeguards. They've got 2 positions opening.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, I'm not a fully qualified lifeguard as of yet. I mean, I'm a qualified gym instructor and personal fitness trainer. I haven't done that for quite some time, so I will be quite rusty on those things. But yeah, when I went in there and asked them about it, they said that they do hold the lifeguard courses there. And because I've got the qualifications to be gym instructor, blah blah blah, they said I'm quite above the other people that have put in a CV already.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can do that. It's a full-time job. I can choose my own hours, choose what days I work.
So that's quite lucky then. I've never known I'm not saying you're lying. I've just I've never heard of a workplace say, "Oh yeah, choose what hours you want to work and what days and stuff."
I mean,
that sounds a bit. I don't know. I've never heard of a company that tells you that. I mean, I work in a leisure place. Well, I work in a health club even, and that's not the same as there. You have a contract sort of thing.
I mean,
I would ask about that. I mean, if they do say, "Oh yeah, here's the hours you can have," or pick your own hours or pick your own days and stuff.
I think that's...
Fuck me, I want to work for that place and all.
I think what they mean by, obviously, you can pick the hours that you work and what days you work. I mean, obviously, if it's a full-time contract, you need to make sure you do full-time hours.
Yeah.
But you can choose what hours you do on what particular day, and as long as it makes up those full-time hours.
Okay, so if you're working for 40 hours, you got to make sure you're working 40 hours a week.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So you got to work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
So,
okay. I mean, you can do more than that, but you just got to make sure you do those full-time hours.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, they've got a bit of flexibility there.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's first come, first serve. If, say, I put down to work on Tuesday between 9 and 5, then you get 4 or 5 other people putting down those hours, but then no one's going to be in the weekend or in the evening, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then they're going to have the last few people who put the hours down for that day. They're going to put those down to be on a later shift.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you want the earlier hours, then, or if you want your desired hours, you need to make sure that you're the first to put them in. To make sure you're guaranteed those hours.
If you want to do them hours, surely if there's a certain amount of you, there should be a manager that should be doing them. You should have a rota. Like a normal place would do.
Yeah.
Would give you the hours what you work.
Yeah. And
then you sort of talk beyond the team yourself.
Yeah.
And see who wants to switch as long as a manager. I mean, that's what I do where I work.
Mm.
There's a small group of us as well, but
Yeah.
we talk, and if there's a day that someone's off, and you've got it off,
Yeah.
as long as it's beneficial for you,
Yeah.
it all works out.
Yeah, I mean, what they say you do is you write. Obviously, they have the paper rotas down for each individual person. You hand them in, and then the person who does the rotas goes over them. If it suits them, then they'll put you in for that. If not, then they'll see if you can change it slightly.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. But obviously, not there yet.
Yeah.
I've just got an understanding from what they've briefly told me. To be fair, but hopefully it is like that.
So this job you're going to be doing is like you'll be a lifeguard. You won't work in the actual gym.
No, I mean the good thing is obviously my mate does work there already as a fully qualified lifeguard, and he gets free gym usage as much as he wants.
Okay, so it's not too bad.
That's pretty cool.
So do I.
That's pretty cool.
I get free use of the pool and everything. So, but no, that's pretty good. What else should we talk about? So I don't know what to ask really. I did have one that I sort of forgotten. I don't know. Well, what do you want to talk about?
Well, let's talk about your football.
Well,
Tell me about your football.
This is me to you, mate. It's not you to me. I'm asking you. Actually, I should ask you the question. I don't know. You're a big Game of Thrones fan, aren't you?
Oh yeah, big time.
And Harry Potter.
You'll never meet anyone who's a bigger Harry Potter fan than me.
Well, we'll put that to the test.
Don't sound like a Harry Potter fan, but I'm a massive Harry Potter fan.
So if you had to choose the two between Game of Thrones and
Harry Potter every day. Harry Potter every single day.
So who would win, Jon Snow or Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, easy.
What?
Easy, no question.
What about Hagrid and Jon Snow?
Hagrid would kill him. Hagrid would just flatten him.
Squash him.
He might get a sword or two in the chest, but he'd just squash him.
And then Hagrid's dead himself.
It'd be like the giant that like Ramsay Bolton shot in the eye with the arrow and killed the giant. It'll be like that, but before he gets shot in the eye, Hagrid will squash him.
With Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched a couple of episodes, never really got into it. Wasn't my sort of thing. Everyone keeps saying this, but it's not. I mean, my girlfriend watches it, and I don't understand what's so good about it.
You hadn't lived if you hadn't watched it.
Yeah. I have. I've watched a little bit of it, so I've technically lived.
A little bit.
But what makes you get into it? Why is it so good that everyone should watch it?
Basically, you've got several different big families, which they kind of they call them houses,
like Kardashians,
yeah, like the. Well, basically, you get like Jon Snow. I mean, when they say Snow, if you were born in the north, like bastard sons, like boys born out of wedlock, they're bastard sons. Their surname will be Snow.
Okay.
Girls, I can't remember what the girls are called.
No, you're not a big fan of Game of Thrones, then?
I've never heard of a girl bastard, to be fair.
Bitch.
Or something like that.
I don't know. Just money.
But yeah, I mean, you get different houses. Like one of them's Stark. It was like the main one.
See, if I was here, right, she'll fucking just destroy you on Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. I mean, I watch Game of Thrones. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones, but I'm not very. I wouldn't say I'm very knowledgeable on Game of Thrones.
Okay. So you like watching it, but
yeah.
you, like you said, you're not knowledgeable as much on it as Harry Potter.
Yeah. I mean, as I say, you got different houses, like families. They're all going for this one particular chair, which they call the Iron Throne. Whoever sits on the Iron Throne basically rules what they call 7 kingdoms.
Okay.
Because in that area there's 7 parts, north, whatever.
So they must be really busy then if they're just sitting on that throne. Like, they've got to keep an eye on 7 kingdoms and shit like that.
So they basically call the king who sits on the Iron Throne, or queen who sits on the Iron Throne, but every single house, or I wouldn't say every single house, the people within power who think they are the true born of the Iron Throne, they're all going for the Iron Throne.
Okay.
So that's what it's all about. That's why it's called Game of Thrones, because they're all going for that particular throne.
So it's like a game.
Yeah, it's like a game in a way, but they're There's a lot of people dying. It's very, very gruesome. A lot of swearing.
Nice. A lot of sex.
You see a lot of nudity as well. Lots of bubbers.
So in Game of Thrones, like, I guess you've watched every single season episode.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite character so far?
Hmm.
Now I don't watch it, but I know some people that are in it. I like the big geezer mountain.
The mountain.
The mountain geezer.
The mountain. He's huge.
He's from Iceland, mate. He's fucking. He's like 7 foot something, isn't he?
He's huge. Just cuts people down in front of him. He's crazy.
Well, I haven't seen him act in it, but
He's brilliant.
I just like him.
He's brilliant. You need to watch it, mate.
No, well, I've tried and I don't get into it. You should watch Power. Power's that song I played earlier, before we started all this. It's a big rich town. That's the intro to Power.
Oh, really?
It's got 50 Cent in it. It's amazing.
I'm gonna have to watch that now.
Yeah, so it is pretty good. You have to give it time because it is quite slow at some parts.
Yeah.
So you might have to watch like 2-3 episodes. You gotta watch it if you're over 18. I'm just saying, there's a lot of sex in there as well.
Okay.
So you'll love that, I'm sure.
You make me sound like a pervert.
I don't say anything.
I ain't no pervert.
No, it is really good. You should watch it. With Harry Potter. Right, sorry about that. There was a delivery of pizza. Harry Potter.
Oh, here we go.
What made you get into Harry Potter?
I don't know. It's just ever since I saw the first one, because obviously when I saw the first one, I was quite young myself, and the thought of a young person being able to go to another place to learn magic, because when I was younger, it sounds really weird, but when I was younger, when I grew up, I always wanted to be a wizard. So
did every kid, didn't they?
Yeah, well,
they wanted to be Superman, Batman, or Spider-Man.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's what got me into it at first, and then the more I watched it, the more I got into it. Now I can't get enough of it. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Who's your favourite character?
Favourite character is got to be Neville. Neville Longbottom. He's hilarious.
He's changed a lot, though, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he's lost a lot of weight now.
Yeah, he looks
a lot of weight.
Not in a gay way, but he looks better looking.
Yeah, when he was younger, he used to be quite chubby.
Yeah.
But now he's obviously a little bit older. He's good looking lad now.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched Harry Potter. I've watched them all. Not a big fan of them, but I've watched them all because it's just it's a sort of thing. If you watch the first one, you got to watch the second. You got to watch the and so on.
See, I'm more into the Harry Potter books rather than the films because the books leave more to the imagination. I've read the books about 13 times each.
Oh.
That's how big of a Harry Potter fan I
am. I'd say with Harry Potter, favourite character, Hermione.
She's hot.
She is hot. She is so hot. I'm not going to lie to her. Alright? She is. Bang tidy. I'm just saying, alright? I know I've got a girlfriend, but... you know. Right, we just go on another break because I'm hungry as anything. But we'll definitely come back to it. See you in a bit. Right, so we're back. I've had my lovely pizza. That was nice. But I'm missing 3 bits. Anyway, Harry Potter. I don't know where we left off with Harry Potter.
Said about my favourite character was Neville. And you said your favourite character was Hermione Granger.
Oh yeah, boom. What's your favourite Harry Potter?
What movie?
Movie, yeah.
Or
book?
I'd say book, probably Order of the Phoenix.
Okay.
But film, I'd say Goblet of Fire.
Why?
Well, book because it's it's actually the biggest Harry Potter book.
Okay.
So it takes more time. Leaves so much to the imagination.
Okay.
But then the movie Goblet of Fire because right, spoiler alert, if nobody's seen it, this will spoil it, what happens at the end.
God.
So yeah, spoiler alert, my bad. But obviously Harry goes through 3 really hard tasks that they say no wizard under the age of 17 is allowed to participate, but somebody had put Harry's name in there. In the film he's only 14. So he's competing in this Triwizard tournament 3 years under the age.
I think I remember this one.
But then they find out at the end that it was actually Voldemort who, for those of you that don't know, it's Harry Potter's basic, nemesis, I'll say. Voldemort tried to kill Harry as a baby through the films.
And then he's tried to kill him again.
Keeps trying to kill him. The only one you don't see Voldemort in is A Prisoner of Azkaban. That's the only one you don't see Voldemort in.
Okay.
But yeah, Goblet of Fire, you actually see Voldemort come back to life. How you see him in the first 2 is through different people. But in the 4th one, right at the end, you actually see Voldemort come back to life, get his own body in a graveyard, believe it or not.
And he's an ugly geezer.
Yeah, he's... and then Voldemort and Harry fight. They have this like wand duel thing.
Harry wins.
Harry wins by distracting him, sort of thing. They're kind of locked wands, with their spells are kind of locked to each other. And then you get people that Voldemort's killed at the end of his wand, like Harry's mum and dad. There's like the person who got zoomed to the graveyard with him, Cedric Diggory, but technically Voldemort didn't kill Cedric Diggory. It was Peter Pettigrew who killed Cedric Diggory, but with Voldemort's wand.
Okay.
So that's why he then reappears. But it's like a ghost, if you like.
Okay.
The spell breaks. These ghosts then go and surround Voldemort, so he can't see. Harry then darts back to the Triwizard Cup, which then sends them back to Hogwarts. They then find the person, or the person who put Harry's name in the Goblet of Fire, then gets revealed. And then from there, this person obviously then gets sent back to Azkaban. And then just normal stuff really happens towards the end of the film, saying that Dumbledore, the headmaster, said that Voldemort's back, blah blah blah. But yeah, the reason that it's my favourite is purely because you see Voldemort come back and you know shit's really going to hit the fan.
Oh, okay.
It's where really Harry becomes a man, if you like. But he's got to learn to defend himself.
14 years old.
Yeah. It's like he's got to learn how to defend himself properly against Voldemort, because Voldemort is just going to keep trying to kill him.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, we'll come towards the end of this podcast now. I'm now going to get your ass on the VR. Let's get the shit out of you.
Brilliant. Cool. I better go to the loo before you do that.
With this podcast, obviously it's my first one, you're my first guest. It's obviously a special one. Sort of feedback wise, how do you think I've done?
Oh, I think you've done very well, actually.
Yeah.
Asking good questions, good conversation.
Yeah.
To be fair, at times I forgot that the mic is actually there.
Yeah, you sometimes, you do sort of forget, which is sort of good.
Yeah.
Sort of nice to sort of relax. And then you can basically, you're just recording a conversation you're having, not realising it's there.
Yeah.
But obviously there'll be another episode coming out with someone different. You might, depending on if people like to listen to more.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I'm pretty sure you've got a lot more, but I don't want to make this too long to people to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
depending on blanket.
but I'm going to try and get someone else to come on here next time. I don't know who it'll be. I'll just have to ask around. Get people's stories and don't I?
Yeah.
But eventually I'll come back to you and then we sort of go from there. But
yeah, that's cool.
I won't be just doing podcasts, I'll be doing videos as well. You've got your own YouTube channel as well, which you said you're going to eventually start back up again.
Yeah, I've had it a few years ago. I didn't really, to be fair, upload any videos.
No.
But yeah,
It was there.
Yeah, I mean it was there. I've just never got really round to doing it. But
yeah.
I'm going to start it up again very shortly.
Okay.
For those that do want to subscribe to my channel, tell me what you want to see. It's just type in 22 TKD space Ravisher. It's not what it sounds like. But yeah, subscribe on there, let me know what you want to see, and then I'll do my best. Yeah,
I mean, we have loads of stories to talk about. Obviously, we only talked about a little bit today.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have you on here. Nice to talk to you.
Thanks for having me.
Let's go and put on that VR. Just let me do this ending intro. So, thank you for listening. I know it's quite a long one. It's going to be more than 30 minutes because this is the second bit to it.
Yeah.
We did have a couple of breaks in them. But it's just because stuff was happening. We need to get it done. But yeah, if you want to listen to any more of these, just hit the like button and subscribe, and there'll be more. Alright, cheers.
Thank you.